This conference will now be recorded.
So in today's session, we are going to discuss about reports and dashboards. We will see what exactly a report, what is the use, how to generate the reports in Salesforce, and what are the various types of reports available in Salesforce, and what a report contains basically, how to prepare the different types of reports in Salesforce by adding the various conditions to filter out the records and the various types of filters also, and how can we represent the report data in the pictorial format like the horizontal bar charts and the vertical bar charts, pie charts, donut charts, scattered charts, Gauss charts. How can we represent the data in the various chart formats by using dashboard components? We'll see practically. Now, so first of all, we have to understand what exactly is a report. What a report contains basically. So as part of this Salesforce instance, Salesforce has given the Salesforce CRM application. Salesforce has given the Salesforce CRM application. Whenever I'm creating a new Salesforce account, Salesforce is providing the Salesforce CRM application to me by default. And as part of this Salesforce CRM application, we have the sales application is there, and then we have the service application is available. We have the marketing application is there. We have the content application is there, and then we have the charter application is available. Like that, so many applications has been given by Salesforce, and then we have created our own custom applications also, like talent acquisition system, talent acquisition system, and then story pulse, and the banking automation. Like that, you can create n number of applications also, whatever you want. That facility is available. So as part of this Salesforce CRM application, by default, Salesforce has given the various ready-made applications to you by default, like as a sales application, service application, marketing, content, charter, app launcher, community, site.com. Like that, Salesforce has given so many ready-made applications. Along with those applications, they have given the provision to us that we can create our own custom applications also according to our business requirement. Like we can create multiple applications also, like as banking, finance, insurance, healthcare, manufacturing, consulting, construction, any kind of application. Whatever. So Salesforce has given the provision to us that we can create our own custom applications also according to our business requirement. So once all the applications are available inside our organization, now, so once all the applications are available inside that, then we are going to storing some data. By using sales application, we are storing sales related data. By using service application, we are storing service related data. By using banking application, we are storing banking related data. Then how, in order to store this data, we are using the various objects. We are using the various objects. So Salesforce has given the various objects to us. Those are called as standard objects, and along with that, we can able to create our own custom objects also according to our business requirement. Because if there is an application, through the application, what we can do, we can store that data. We can store the banking related data, or finance related data, sales data, service data, marketing data, insurance data. We are storing so much data related to my business. Then where we are storing this data? Inside some table. So to store the data, we are having some table. So every day we are running our business and we are storing our data inside our tables. So once the data is available inside the table, at a certain point of time, I need to generate some reports. I need to generate some reports. It may be daily report, weekly report, monthly report, quarterly report. It may be yearly report also, whatever. Financial closure, we need to generate some reports. So then how can we generate the reports? For that one, Salesforce has given a feature called as analytics feature. Salesforce has given a feature called as analytics. So as part of analytics, they have given two features, reports and dashboards. Two features have been given by Salesforce. As part of analytics, Salesforce has given two features called as reports and dashboards. So not only storing the data, okay, by running our business every day, we need to generate some reports also. And that reported data we need to represent on the pictorial format also. So that Salesforce has given a feature called as analytics feature. So as part of analytics, we are having reports and dashboards. Reports and dashboards. Then what do you mean by a report? What it contains? Report in the sense what? For example, assume that I'm running my business. Okay, I'm running my business. Every day, so many customers are visiting my supermarket. Okay, every day, so many customers are visiting my supermarket to purchase the various items, whatever they want, to buy some vegetables, grocery items, all these things. Now, as a supermarket branch manager, it's my responsibility. By end of the day, I need to generate a report, my daily sales report, so that I can share it to my branch man. Okay, I would like to share it to my branch head. I'm a branch manager. I'm also one of the employee in this branch. I'm taking care the responsibility of one of the branch inside this city. So many branches are there. There is a branch head or the division head is available. So that here we need to send the reports every day. So by the end of the day, I need to send some reports to my branch head or my division head or my region head, whatever. So in this case, how can we generate? So whatever the customers visited my organization, we are collecting all the customers' data and we are storing the data inside the customers table. So report means what? We need to collect the customers' data from the table. I need to show inside a tabular format. That means I want to store inside a report and I would like to send this report to my manager. That's it. To my higher official, to whom you want. Was these are the various customers' information who has visited my supermarket today. That means what? Report in the sense what? Whatever the data, whatever the records are there inside the tables, collect the records from the table and then represent inside a report. Okay, represent inside a report. So report is also a table. Report is also a table. Like for example, let me explain a general scenario. Assume that I'm done with my graduation. I'm done with my graduation. Like as a BTech, let's say 8 semesters or 4 years. So at the end of your BTech, once you are completing your graduation, by end of that BTech, you will be getting one provisional certificate, right? There, they are going to be indicating all the semester's mark sheets. They will collect all the subjects, marks of each and every semester. They are going to be placing all this information in a single table. You will be getting a consolidated mark sheet. You will be getting a consolidated mark sheet where they are going to be indicating all the 8 semesters marks information is available in a single table. This is the semester 1, these are the subjects, these are the marks. Semester 2, these are the subjects, these are the marks. Like that, they will be indicating. That means what? They are going to be collecting the data from the multiple table and they can able to represent, okay, inside a report. So what do you mean by report? Report contains a collection of records collected from one or more tables. The report contains a collection of records collected from one or more tables. Then So now what do you mean by a report? Report is nothing but a collection of records collected from one or more tables. Now, so now when coming to the report. So whatever the data we have stored inside our tables, and then that means inside our objects, it may be standard object, it may be custom object also, whatever, we are collecting the data from those tables and we can represent inside a report. So the report contains a collection of records collected from one or more objects. Report contains a collection of records collected from one or more objects. Now, so in this case, what do you mean by a dashboard? Dashboard is nothing but the pictorial representation of the report. So whatever the records we have placed inside my report, that report data we can represent in pictorial format, like as charts format, horizontal bar charts, vertical bar charts, donut chart, pie charts, like it's a various chart formats we can able to represent that reported data that is called as dashboards. Now, dashboard will represent the reported data in the pictorial format. So dashboard is nothing but the representation of the reported data in the pictorial format. Whenever I'm going to be representing the reported data in the pictorial format, then it is called as dashboard. Like as we can able to use some chart formats. These dashboards are also called as chart formats. Like for example, horizontal bar charts, vertical bar charts, like that. We can able to represent the data in the pictorial format that is also called as dashboards. Now, then how can we prepare the reports? We'll see first. Okay, how can we prepare the report? We'll see first. Now, whenever if you want to generate the reports, okay, for your objects, for your Salesforce instance, according to your business requirement, we can generate the various reports. We can generate the various reports. It may be daily report also, weekly report also, monthly report also, quarterly, whatever anything. So we can generate the reports based on the application requirement, based on the business requirement, we can able to generate the report also. Now, so what a report contains? Report contains records. Report contains records which has been collected from one or more number of objects. Which contains the records from one or more number of objects. Now, so in this case, when coming to the reports, we have two types of reports are available in Salesforce. Same story again. Salesforce provides two types of reports. I think you know that. First one, standard reports. Second one, custom reports. We have two types of reports are available in Salesforce. First one is standard reports. Second one, custom reports. Now, so what do you mean by standard report? You know that. These are nothing but the ready-made reports which has been given by Salesforce by default. Why Salesforce is giving ready-made reports? Because Salesforce has given so many applications to us by default, like as sales application, service application, marketing, content, charter. So many applications has been given by Salesforce so that to represent that the sales data, service data, marketing data in the form of reports, Salesforce has given so many report types. Salesforce has given so many reports by default, which are called as standard reports. Okay, which are called as standard reports. So these are the ready-made reports provided by Salesforce by default. By default, Salesforce is providing the various reports to you related to sales and the service and the marketing and all these things. Those are called as standard reports. But in few cases, what are the reports given by Salesforce, if those are not suitable, if those are not sufficient, then we can create our own reports also, which are called as custom reports. Like the developer or the administrator can configure the reports based on the application requirement. Based on the application requirement, the developer or the administrator can create their own reports, like as a daily report, weekly report also, loan related reports, and then daily deposits reports, daily withdrawals report, checkbooks reports, like that. We can able to generate the reports according to your business requirement also. Then, so that here, whatever the reports you would like to create as part of your business requirement, those are called as custom reports. Who can generate this report? That will be generating by, that will be configuring by either developer or administrator. When you go to that standard report, these are nothing but the ready-made reports which has been given by Salesforce by default. Okay, so that as part of sales application, service application, marketing application, Salesforce has given so many reports to you by default. Now, so now here in this case, when coming to the report, what a report contains basically. What a report contains. Report contains the below features. Each and every report contains the records. It contains records. Upon representing the records, it will be having some columns. It contains a set of columns. That means what columns data you want to represent in report. Okay, what columns data you want to represent inside the report, so that it contains a set of columns. And then, along with that, whenever we are going to be representing that report, whenever we are creating the report, so now along with the columns, it will be having that conditions also. Sometimes I want to generate only a report. I want to generate a report. So now to collect all the customers information who are from Hyderabad location. That means all the Hyderabad related customers information, I want to generate one report. Bangalore related customers information, I want to generate a different report. Chennai related customers information, I want to generate a different report. Like that here, I want to generate the report based on some city values also. So at that time, I need to add some conditions. I need to add some filters, so that here each report contains filters also. Contains one or more conditions or filters. One or more conditions or filters. So upon representing the data inside the report format, we can able to filter the records also by adding one or more user-defined conditions. That possibility is there. How to apply the filters, everything I will show you practically. So we can apply our own filters also according to our business requirement. And then the report contains chart components also. That means if you are representing this reported data in the chart format, then it will be having the chart also. Whatever the data is there inside the report, the same data it will represent in the chart format also. Because in the horizontal bar charts, vertical bar charts, like that in the chart format also we can able to represent. And along with that, when coming to that report, report can able to have the scheduling information also. Scheduling information. Whenever we are creating the reports, we can run the report manually also. We can schedule the report also. Like every week it has to run the report automatically and it has to collect the data. It has to send to me through email. I want to schedule it. I want a weekly report. Okay, weekly report. Every Saturday morning, I want to run the report. But Saturday will be an off for my business. So I will not be available. I can't run the report. So that here I want to schedule the report. So whatever the business has been done from Monday to Friday, it has to collect all these 5 days records. It has to place inside a report. That report it has to send to me along with my manager also, my branch head also, my CEO also. I want to schedule it. Then how can we schedule the report also? We will see practically in this case. And each and every report contains a reported type. Okay, each and every report contains a reported type. So what type of report it is? Okay, what type of report it is? We are having some report types are available. We'll see. 4 types of report types are available in Salesforce. Now, so now when coming to a report, each report contains a set of columns or the fields, okay, which will be representing inside your report. And then it contains one or more number of conditions to be used to filter out the records to be represented inside the report. So in that report, whatever the records you want to display, we can collect those records by adding one or more number of user-defined conditions also. That possibility is available. And then we can represent the report data in the chart format also. For that one, the report can have a chart component also. And report may be a scheduled report also, so that here we can able to have the scheduling information. And each report will be having a specific reported type. What type of report it is, we can able to specify the report type also. All this information will be available as part of this reports. Now, so that each and every report will be having all these types of information is available. Now, so whenever we are running the report, report data will be the real-time data. That means currently, presently, whatever the data is available, the data will be collected over. Report data will be always a real-time data. That means whenever you are running the report right now, presently whatever the records are available, it will collect all the record and represent inside your report. Now, in this case, upon fetching the data, it will verify the user context. Okay, based on the user context, it will collect the records. It will represent the records. Represent the records based on the currently logged in users context. Based on the currently logged in users context, so whatever the records are available for this user, so based on that permissions, it will collect all the records and those records will be represented inside my report. So report data will be always real-time data. That means it won't fetch the old data. It will be running the report. It will be collecting the latest data, the latest information we can able to collect. And it will be collecting the reported data based on the currently logged in users context. So whatever the currently logged in user is there, or whatever the person who is running the report, based on that user's context, it will collect the records and those records will be representing inside the report. Like for example, assume that. For example, assume that I'm having an ICICI bank account. I'm having an ICICI bank account. I'm doing so many transactions. Like the similar way, we have Satya also. Satya also, one of the customer of the same bank, he is also having his own bank account and he is performing his own transaction. And then we have Venkatesh also. He is also the customer of that same bank. He is also having his own bank account. He is performing his own transaction. Like the similar way, Shobana also, she is also one of the customer of that bank, so that she is having her own bank account in the same branch, and then she is performing her own transaction. So we all are customers of that bank. Whenever we are performing the transactions, where this transaction data will store inside that bank applications database. Bank is maintaining one database. In that one, there is a table called as transaction table. So now here in the transaction table, it is going to storing the data. So all our customers transactions will be storing in the transaction table. Suppose if I am logging into my bank application, when I get that bank statement, which transaction details are visible to me? Only mine or all the people's? Only mine. Only my transaction details are visible to me. When Shobana has logged into her account, when he generates the bank statement for the last 3 months, she can see only her transaction details in the last 3 months. When Venkatesh is running a report to get the latest last 3 months of bank statement, he can see only his transaction details. When Satya is running the report to generate that last 3 months of transactions, he can see only her transaction. That means what? So now whenever the user is going to be logging into the application, when you try to run the report, when you get the data, then you will be able to get the related to your records only, related to your account, not other people's. That is called as user context. Depends upon the user who is running that report, depends upon the user who has logged in. Based on that user, whatever the records are related to him, only those records will be getting visible. That is called as user context. Currently logged in users context. Now, so now here in this case, okay, now here in this case, when you go to that report data will be always real-time data. It is not storing somewhere. It is report data not storing. Report configuration parameter will store. Report configuration parameters means these are the report configuration parameters. These are called as report configuration parameters. These are called as report configuration parameters. That means what a report contains. So now the report contains the collection of columns, nothing but fields. What columns data you want to show, and then what conditions you want to apply, what charts you want to use to represent the data. So now whether you are scheduling the report or not, if you are scheduling, then how frequently you are running this report, daily, weekly, monthly, or when? And then at what time you are running this report, the whole scheduling information, what type of report it is, the whole information will be available as part of this report configuration parameters. So whenever we are creating the report configuration parameters will storing inside the database, but the report data will be a real-time data. Report data will be purely representing based on the currently logged in users context. Based on that currently logged in users context, it will be represented. Now, so in this case, how can we generate these reports? Whenever if you want to generate the reports in Salesforce, okay, whenever if you want to generate the reports in Salesforce, so now we are going to be using the two tabs over here. Salesforce has given the two tabs, reports and dashboards. We are going to be using the reports tab and the dashboard tab. We have two tabs are available, so we are going to be using these two tabs to generate the reports and dashboards. Now, so let me place those two tabs onto my tab bar. So this is my tab bar. I want to place those two tabs also, reports tab and the dashboards tab. Click on customize my tabs button. I don't want all these informations over here. I would like to add the reports tab and the dashboards tab. These are the two tabs has been given by Salesforce, which are providing all the features to you to generate the reports and to generate the dashboard components inside your Salesforce instance. So we can able to click on this reports tab. We can click on the dashboards tab. To create the reports, we are using reports tab. To generate the dashboards, we are using dashboards tab. Now, So now whenever we are going to be creating the reports or the dashboards, these are going to be storing in a specific folder. All the reports will get stored inside a report folder. Inside the report folder. Now, so what are the reports you are going to be preparing? Those reports will be getting storing inside the report folders. So in this case, as part of report folders, we have two types of folders have been given by Salesforce by default. Like as email templates. Each and every email templates will store inside a email template folder. Like the similar way, whatever the reports you are going to create, that reports information will be storing inside that folder. As part of report folders, Salesforce provides two types of folders. Two types of report folders. First one is standard report folders. Second one, custom reports. Standard reports folder. Second one, custom reports folder. That means Salesforce has given that standard folders also ready-madely by default, and then we are having the possibility to create our own folders also. Standard folders means what? These are the ready-made folders provided by Salesforce. For example, Salesforce has given the various of folders, like as unfiled, public reports folder, my personal reports folder, sales reports folder, service reports folder, marketing reports folder. Like that, Salesforce has given so many ready-made folders to us by default. Along with that, we can create our own folder also according to our business requirement. That will be created by the developer or administrator. Can create the report folder. The developer or administrator can create their own custom report folders. Also depends upon your application requirement. Based on the application requirement, the developer or administrator can create their own report folders also according to our business requirement. Like for example, banking daily reports folder, banking loan reports folder, banking customer reports folder. Like that, we can create your own folders also according to your business requirement. There is no limitation n number of folders also we can able to create. That possibility is valid. So now here in this case, once a report folder has been getting created, we can grant the permissions on that reports to the users. So once the folder is available, in that folder we can able to store some reports. Okay. Once a folder is available, we can able to store the reports inside this folder. Suppose if anybody wants to access this report, no. So in order to access the report, the user should have the access on the report folder. So now upon granting the access on the report folder, Salesforce has given three types of accesses. We can grant the below three types of access permissions on the report folder to users. First one is viewer permission. Second one, editor permission. Third one, manager permission. So now on the report folder, we can grant these three types of permissions: viewer, editor, and the manager. So what do you mean by viewer permission? Whenever I'm granting the viewer permission, the user can just run the report. The user can just run the report and can see the reported data. Only he will be having the viewer permission, nothing but take as read permission. He can't modify the report. Okay, he can't modify the report. Editor permission. The user can run the report and he can modify the report configuration parameters. That means he can add some more columns to the report. He can remove some columns from the report. He can add some more conditions, etc. But he can't remove the report from the folder. Manager permission is nothing but the user will be having the full permission. The user will get full permission. He can view, run the report, edit, and delete the reports from the folder. You will be getting the full permissions over here. These are the three types of permissions we can able to grant to the people on our report folder. That means overall the people can access my report, that we can decide. Okay, overall the people can able to access my report, that we can decide by using these permissions. Now, so in this case, whenever we are going to be granting the permission to the users, then we have to grant any one of these permission, either viewer or editor permission, or it may be manager permission also. Depends upon the application requirement, we have to grant that respective permission to the users on this report folder. Now, then how can we see the report folders and how can we create our own report folder? We'll see practically in this case. Now, let's go to your Salesforce instance. You will be having, click on this reports tab. So you will be having the reports and dashboards option. If you want to create a new report, then we have to click on that button called as new report button. If you want to create a new dashboard, we have to click on a button called as new dashboard button. So by default, Salesforce is giving so many reports to you. Where are those reports? Those reports are storing inside these folders. These are the various ready-made folders which has been given by Salesforce, like as unfiled public reports folder, my personal custom reports folder, my personal dashboards, accounts and contacts reports, opportunity reports folder, sales reports folder, lead reports folder, support report folder, campaign reports folder. Like that, so many folders has been given by Salesforce by default. These are the various report folders have been given by Salesforce. These are the standard folders which have been given by Salesforce. In each folder, you will be having some reports. If you want to see the report, just click on this folder name. You can see there is a report is available, sample flow report. When I select this one, sales report folder, it will be indicating these are the various reports are available by default, like as sales by account, sales by lead source, sales by partner, sales by representative. Like that, they have given 4 reports. When you go to my lead reports, you will be having some set of reports are available. Bounce the leads report, and then lead history report, lead lifetime report, lead based on the lead status. Okay, lead based on the lead status, you can get the reports. Leads by source, leads with the last activity greater than 30 days. Like that, they have given various reports. Support related over here, we have the various reports, case history reports, cases with solutions, contact role report, solution history report, solution list, total cases created report. I want how many cases have been created as of now. Total cases created by agent. From every agent, how many reports has been, how many cases have been created. Total open cases by agent, nothing but each and every agent is working on how many cases. I want to view this one. So that here we are having so many options are available. So many folders have been given by Salesforce by default. In those folders, we are having some ready-made reports. These are called as standard reports. So along with that, if you want to create your own folder, then you can create your own folder also according to your business requirement. Then how to create my own folder? Here we are having a small option is available. Click on this option to create your own folder. What type of folder? Report folder or dashboard folder? Report folder. So now just expand this one, you will be having the option new report folder I want to create. To store the reports, we are using report folder. To store the dashboards, we are using dashboard folder. So click on new report folder to create some new folder so that we can store some reports inside this. Click on this new reports folder. You can specify the report folder name. I would like to indicate the forces sales reports folder. Okay, forces sales reports folder. I'm creating a folder with the name forces sales reports. Now click on save. Now report folder will be creating successfully. When you go to this, you can able to see your folder. Whatever the folder we have created, we can see our folder name also. Forces sales reports folder. So the folder name is visible over here. Now, on this folder, if you want to grant the permission to the people, just select this folder over here. Here you will be having a small pin symbol. Okay, there is a small pin symbol is available. Just expand this one. You will be having a button called as option called as share. If you want to modify this folder name, just click on edit. If you want to remove this folder, click on delete. Now, if you want to share this report folder, if you want to grant the permission to the users on this report, then just click on share. Upon granting the access to the people, so now we can able to specify the permissions. What type of permission you would like to grant on this particular folder to the users. So now currently training batch user, nothing but administrator is having the access. What access he is having right now? It is indicating that manager access. That means he is a system admin. He is having the full control. Manager access means what? It is granting the full permission. He can able to create the reports. He can run the reports and he can modify the report configuration parameters. He can remove the reports also if it is no longer required. So now what kind of permissions we can grant? We can able to grant the permission. Let's expand this one. We can see we can grant 3 types of permissions. So viewer, editor, and the manager. What do you mean by viewer permission? Viewer permission will be granting simply read only permission. Just they can able to see the report, they can run the report. That's it. They can't modify my report configuration parameters. They can't remove my reports from the folder. That will be fixed. Second one, editor permission. What do you mean by editor permission? Editor permission is nothing but these people can able to run the report, they can view the report, and they can modify my report configuration parameters. But they can't remove the report from my folder. Manager permission means full control. You can do whatever you want. So that here depends upon your requirement, we can grant the permissions to that users also. Suppose if you want to grant the permissions to the users, then just click on this users. Now I would like to grant the permission. So for the integration user, if you want to grant the permission, then you can grant like as viewer, editor, manager. Okay, I want to grant some editor. Click on done. So we can able to grant the permission. Like that, we can able to add the users to grant the permissions on this report folders. This is how we are going to be creating the report folder, and we can grant the permissions to the people on this report folder. So if you want to access the report, then we should have the access on that report folder. If we are having the access on the report folder, we can able to access that reports available inside this, so that we can run the report and we can able to see the reported data. This is how we are going to be creating the report folders, and we can grant the permissions. Now let's see how can we create the reports in Salesforce. So whenever we are going to be creating the reports, okay, whenever we are creating the reports, Salesforce provides 4 types of reports. Upon creating the reports, we have the below 4 types. Below types of reports in Salesforce. First one, tabular reports. Second one, summary reports. Third one, matrix reports. Fourth one, joint reports. These are the 4 types of reports are available in Salesforce. Tabular report, summary reports, matrix reports, joint report. It's a common question in interview. So how many types of reports are available in Salesforce? We have 4 types of reports: tabular reports, summary reports, matrix reports, and the joint reports. Now here in this case, okay, how can we create these reports? One by one, we'll see practically. And after that, once these 4 types of reports are done, then we'll go with the dashboards. Now, the first one, tabular reports. What do you mean by tabular reports? Tabular reports are the very, very basic type of reports in Salesforce. Like it's simply looking like as a table. Tabular means what? Table format. Whatever the records are there in the object, we can collect it and we can display in the form of a table. That's a simple concept. So tabular reports are the very basic type of reports in Salesforce, which is used to represent the data in the form of tabular format along with some grand total. A grand total means what? In that report, how many records are available? We can see that total number of records count. That's it. Now, so these are the basic type of reports which will represent the reported data in the tabular format along with the grand total. Along with the grand total. Nothing but how many number of records are available inside that report, we can see. But we can't generate the chart component for the tabular report. We can't generate the chart component for the tabular report. That means tabular report data can't be represented in the chart format. We can't represent this tabular report data in the chart format. It won't support. Salesforce won't support. I will show you practically also. Now, in this case, we can raise a question. Sir, upon generating the reports, okay, by using tabular format, can I add any conditions? Yes, we can add some conditions also. We can apply some filters also to filter out the records inside the report. So now here in this case, we can add 1 or more filters. More filters to filter the records. To filter the records to be get represented in the report. In order to represent the records inside the report, okay, if you want to add any conditions, if you want to add any filters, then we can able to add those filters also. we can able to add our own filters also inside that report as well. That possibility is available. Now, so in this case here, not only one filter, we can able to add multiple filters. At part of filters, we have three types of filters available in Salesforce again. Okay, upon adding the filters, we have three types of filters, like as field filters, cross object filters, row limit filters. Three types of filters are available. I will show you each and everything with practical examples. Now, so in this case, first of all, let's see how can we generate that reports of type tabular. How can we generate the tabular report, and then we'll see how to apply the conditions one by one. Each and every type of filters I will show you practically. Field filter, row limit filter, cross object filter, each and everything I will show you with some practical examples. Now, so let's take a small use case. So here let me give that note point here. Upon adding the filters, we can add either field filters and the cross object filters and row limit filters to filter out the records, to filter the records from the report. So in order to filter the records, we can able to add these types of filters in Salesforce. Now, so then how can we generate the reports? Now let's see practical. It's purely drag and drop facility, nothing different, no difficulty, nothing. Just you can drag and drop. You can do the practice very easily. Now, let's take some small use case. Configure a tabular report to represent all the customers' information. All the customers' information means accounts information. Accounts information. Configure a tabular report to represent all the customers' information in tabular format. Along with the grand total. So I want to generate a report which is of type tabular report, so which should represent all my account records information in the tabular format, along with some grand total. So then how can we represent the reports? How can we represent the records in the reports? We'll see practically in this case. Let's see how can we create this report. Let me show you practically. So now go to that reports tab. You will be having this user interface. Whenever we are going to be creating the report, Salesforce has given two features. First one is report builder, second one report scheduler. Okay, to build the reports we are using report builder, to schedule the report we are using report scheduler. Okay, now whenever if you want to generate the report, we are going to be using the report builder. Then what we can do? How to create a new report? Now let's see. To click on new report, just you can click on new report button. Click on this new report button to select to generate that report here. Now select that what objects information you would like to embed. I want to generate the reports based on this account object. So please select that accounts. It will be giving a default format over here, and then click on create button. Click on create button. At the bottom you will be having the create button is available. Click on this create button. Select the object as accounts, because I want to represent the account object information, and then I would like to create a report. So click on create. So here we can able to generate the report. This is called as report builder. Here this is called as report builder in Salesforce. That means like as whenever if you want to create a process, we are using Process Explorer. Like the similar way to create the report, Salesforce has given a feature called as report builder. This is called as report builder. Now, in this report builder, you will be having, yes.
So you told that every report has to be present in a folder, right?
Yes, right.
So when you click on new report, automatically a folder will be selected,
No. Once the report has been created, then it will ask you to save. Upon click on the save button, then it will ask you to select the folder. In which folder you want to save.
Okay. So at the end, while creating the report,
yes,
at the end, it will ask you the folder.
Yes, right, correct. I will show you that practically.
Okay.
Now, so now as part of this report builder, we have 3 panels are available. This is the first panel. This is the panel 1. And then here we are having this is the second panel. This is up to the second panel. This is the second panel. And this is the third panel here. This is the third panel. 3 panels are available. So in this panel 1, it is having all the fields of your object. That means you have selected account object, right, to generate the reports. So that here it is having that option. This is having all the fields of your account object. In this account object, whatever the fields are there, all the fields will be getting represented, including standard, including custom. All the fields will be getting visible. To select what fields you want to show on that report, we can able to select these fields by using this option. In the panel 2, this is the filter options. The filters. Upon filtering the data, if you want to show, if you want to add any conditions, then we can add the condition by using filters option. Upon adding the filters here, you will be having the filters add. Don't click on add directly. Here we will be having a small pick list is available. Click on this small pick list to select what type of filter you would like to add. Once you expand this, you will be having field filter, cross filter, row limit filter. 3 types of filters are available. We'll see each and every type of filter one by one with some practical example. And then the third panel is to specify what columns you want to show inside my report. Like by default, it is going to showing that account owner column, account name column, type, rating, last activity, like that. And that to what type of report you are going to create. Here it is indicating by default tabular format. If you want to select the report type, then you can select. These are the 4 types of reports: tabular, summary, matrix, joint. These are the 4 types of reports are available in Salesforce. Now here in this case, so now I would like to select that report type also over here. And then we can specify the columns, what columns information to be get visible inside the report we can specify. That possibility is available, and along with that we can specify how frequent data you would like to collect to generate the report. Like sometimes I want this week's data only in my report. I want today's data only in my report. I want daily report, weekly report. In this week, whatever the records have been collected, only those records I want to show in the report. Like that, we can select that range also here. So how frequent data you would like to collect. Like whenever you are generating some bank statement inside your bank application, you will be having the option, right? From date to date. Between which dates you want to generate the report, you can select that. Here you will be having the various options, multiple options. Okay. So now how frequent data you would like to collect. These are the various options are available right now. Now, let's see in this case. This is the report builder feature which has been given by Salesforce in order to build the report by adding the required columns and by applying the required filters. Now, so now I want to represent the report columns. What columns you want to show in the report? I want to show name column, rating column, industry, annual revenue, phone number, fax number, website, and then type of that account, ownership of that account, active status, customer priority. These are few columns information I want to show. But in this case, it is having some columns over here. By default, Salesforce is adding some columns inside my report. I don't want all these columns. Then what we can do, just we can able to remove this column from my report. Okay, just you can remove this column from the report. How? Just you can suppose I don't want to show account to owner. Just you can expand this. You will be having that pick list icon is available. Just expand it. Remove column. Remove column means from the report it will be hiding over here. Account name I want to show. Type I don't want right now. Okay, remove. Rating I want to show. Last activity I don't want here. Remove. Suppose if you're feeling difficulty to remove each and every column, just you can drag and drop. Okay, drag and drop to the left panel here. That's it. Over. Over. Like that. Now, multiple options. Now, I want to show the account name. I want to show rating. I want to show industry also. Where is that industry column? Go to that left panel. You will be having all the fields, and just you can drag and drop that fields whatever you want. Industry column I want to show. Just you can able to add it over here. Drag and drop. And then I want to show the type of that account. So type. I'm adding this. And then I want to show the ownership. I'm adding here. I want to show the phone number. I want to show the fax number. I want to show the customer priority. I want to show the active status. Whatever the columns you want, we can able to specify those columns information also. That possibility is available. I want to add annual revenue also. But annual revenue value I want to add at the middle. That means after industry, I want to show the annual revenue. Just you can able to arrange. Just you can drag and drop. Automatically it will be getting adjusted. Okay, we can able to arrange the columns also. Depends upon your requirement. So now after annual revenue, I want to show phone. Just you can able to drag and drop. And then fax. And then type, ownership, priority, active status. Like that, we can able to specify the columns. So now once the columns have been getting placed, okay, by arranging according to your business requirement, then how frequent data you would like to represent in the report. Okay, how old the data you want to show inside this report. You can select that. Here you will be having the option called as range. There is an option called as range. So now, how old the data you want to show inside this report, you can select that. Salesforce is giving so many plenty of options to you. Like it is giving all time. All time means what? All the records, whatever we have inside my account tab, they collect it. Custom. Custom means what? You can select from date to date. Between these dates, whatever the records are created inside my account object, only those records it will collect, it will show in the report. And then physical year. Current physical year. If I'm selecting that in this current financial year, whatever the records I have created, only those will be getting visible. Previous financial year. Then previous year's data it will collect. Previous 2 financial years data. 2 financial years ago data. Next financial year data. Current and previous financial year data, current and previous 2 financial years data, current and next financial year data, and then quarters information also. Current physical quarter, okay, current quarter related data also you can collect. Current and next physical quarter, current and previous physical quarter, next quarters data, previous physical quarters data, current and next 3 physical quarters data, like that. Or else calendar year you can select. Current calendar year, previous calendar year, previous 2 calendar years, like that. And the calendar quarters also, calendar month also, last month's data I want, this month data, next month, current and previous month, current and next month, and the week's data, last week data I want to collect, or this week data, or next week data, or yesterday's data, today's data, tomorrow's data, last 7 days, last 30 days, last 60 days, like that. So many options have been given by Salesforce. So depends upon your requirement, we can select what options you want. If you want to generate the report by collecting yesterday's data, then you can just select yesterday. It will collect all the records. We no need to do anything. Just you can select that option here, we can run the report. That's it, simple. All the options are configurable ready-madely. Now, so I would like to select all time data here. Because here I would like to collect all the records available inside my object I want to represent. Now run the report.
Hi Feroz, what does that mean, next 7 days or next 12 days data?
Now, in the next 1 week, okay, whatever the data will be available, that data it will collect over here. Like for example, upon collecting the customers, we are going to be indicating that in the next 1 week, we would like to contact these people because we are giving some target dates over here. Boss will be contacting in next week. Okay, we'll be contacting next month, like that here. So those data also we can able to collect.
Okay.
Okay, now. So now here, once you are selecting the columns and then the range also, how frequent data you would like to collect, then just you can click on run report button. Once you click on run report button, it is going to be collecting the reported data. It is going to be running that report. We can able to see all the data which is available inside my object. So as part of my account object, I'm having totally 14 account records are available. So all the account records are getting visible inside my report. So it is going to be representing the data in the form of a report format, nothing but tabular format, along with the grand total also, because grand total 14 records are available here. Now, so in this case, this is the report which we have generated over here. Okay, this is the report which we have generated. So we have prepared the report to represent all the accounts information. Okay, all the accounts information. So which has been created inside my account object. So we have collected the account name, rating values, industry values, annual revenues, phone number, fax number, type, ownership, customer priority, active status. All this data we have collected here. Now, so this is the way we are going to be preparing the report. Now I want to save this report over here. Upon saving this report data will not be saved. Report configuration parameters, what columns we have added, what charts we have added, what filters we have added. That information will be storing inside the database. So those people will open that report, run the report, it will collect the data over here. Now, so click on save button. I'm saving the report. Give the report name. I'm indicating all customers report. Now, I'm giving that report a name as all customers report.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
In the top, when you had a choice of selecting all time and then custom, right? And the custom was pertaining to the period, time period from when to when you want the report. But the all time seems to be representing for all customers. So one is for the date, one is for the date, and other one is for the
all records, including all the records from beginning to till now, whatever the records are there, we can collect all the records. Okay. When you go to that custom, you can select the range, like as from last week, nothing but from the 1st of that August to 10th of the August, like that we can select. But I want all. So at that time, we can able to select that all time data. All the records, please collect all the records from that object, okay, which has been created from the beginning of my organization to till now. Whatever the records are there, collect all the records. For that one, we are using all time data. And then, so you can give that name for that report over here. Along with that, you can select the folder. In which folder you want to save this report. I want to save the report inside my custom folder, which I have created, 4CISA sales reports folder. Now click on save. If you want to simply save, if you want to go back to the report. So I want to return to the report again. Click on save and return to report. So this is my report here, which we have represented here. Okay, this is my report, which you have created. Now, sometimes you can raise a question. Okay, sometimes you can raise a question. Sir, I have created a report, but I forgot to add one column. Then what we can do? Can I customize this one? Yes, we can customize. How? Here we are having a button called as customize button. Okay, so now upon creating the report, if you forgot adding any filters or any conditions, any columns or whatever, we can go back to that report and then we can customize that. For that one, just click on this customize button. Make the changes whatever you want, depends upon your application requirement. Suppose if you want to add some more columns also, like for example, I would like to add a column called as city, like as billing city. I'm adding this billing city here. Now run the report. Now run the report. So we have added the billing city also here, so that we can go back to the report and then we can able to make the changes also over here. Depends upon your application requirement. And then you can able to make it save and okay, return to report. So this is the report which we have generated by collecting all the records available inside my object. Now you can raise a question. Sir, I want to send this report data to my branch head. How can we send it? Or I want to download this data. Do we have any possibility? Yes, there is a possibility. For that one, we have two options are available over here. Export details. Whatever the data is available inside this report, we can export it, nothing but store into a local. Printable view format. Two options are available over here. Printable view format. So we can export the report data also, and we can able to export the data in the form of printable view format also. That means which we can able to send it to the printer directly. So in this case, how can we export this data to my local system? So just click on export details. It will be exporting the data to a CSV file or Excel sheet, whatever. For example, I'm selecting an Excel sheet, click on export. Then it will be exporting the data to an Excel sheet that is downloaded here. Just you can open that Excel sheet, we can able to see these records also. Now, the data has been exported to your local. So this is the data is available here. These are the records which are available inside my account object over here. Total 14 records are available to you over here. All the 14 records has been downloaded to your local, so that you can able to store inside your local system, and you can share this file to anybody to whomever you want. Or else, if you want to upload into a shared folder, then you can upload into the shared folder also. Depends upon your business requirement. Because every day when you go to the administrators, it may be banking, it may be finance, wherever you go, the people are keep on taking the backup every day. Every day they will take the backup of the data. That means in today, what are the transactions they have made, they will collect the backup, nothing but they will collect all the data, they will just download into their local systems. Why? Because suppose here in the database, if the yesterday's data has been corrupted, then we can use our local copy. Okay, we can use our local copy like as a safe side. For the safe side, we are going to maintaining one local copy also. So for that reason, okay, that we are going to be using this backup option, something but we can store the data into the local systems also somewhere. That facility is available. Now, along with that, it is representing that information like as this is the disclaimer information. Like as our customers report, this is the report name, it is indicating copyright information of Salesforce. Like as copyright, okay, 2002-2020 Salesforce.com, all rights reserved. Confidential information do not distribute. It is giving that copyrights information also. Sometimes the client will raise a question, I don't want to display the copyrights information of Salesforce. That means if I'm sending the report like this, the people can understand, oh, for this report generation, we are using Salesforce. But I don't want to disclose this information to anybody else. Which tool, which software we are using. So I don't want to generate this one. How can we eliminate this part? I don't want to display this particular disclaimer information or the copyrights information inside my report. Okay, now we'll see practically. We have some small setting is there. I will show you that setting also. Now, here we have generated that. We have exported that reported data into our local system. Sometimes my client wants the reported data in the printable view format. What is this printable view format? Let me show you. Click on this printable view button. The data will be getting exported to your local system. That will be in the printable view format. Directly you can send it to the printer. These are Excel sheet. Let's see. The format will be a bit different. The looking will be a bit different. It is indicating like this. Previously, like as a normal Excel sheet, this is looking like as a printable format. It is indicating this is the report name generated by so-and-so user from so-and-so organization on so-and-so date and so-and-so time. Filtered by nothing, but we haven't added any filters over here. So it is indicating all the records available inside this along with the grand total information also. And then it will be having the disclaimer information also inside this. So this document directly we can send it to the printer. But there, if it is a normal Excel sheet, okay, now we have to select the data and we can able to send it to the printer. Only selected data will be getting printed. Or else it will printing the empty pages also to you. That's what here we are using this printable view format also. That facility is available. Now, so in both the places we are having in the printable view format also we are having this disclaimer information. In exporting the data also it will be having the disclaimer information. I don't want to show. How can we do that here? Now let me show you practically. For that one we have some small settings are available. Let me show you that settings. Go to the setup menu. Go to the build menu in the left panel. Click on customize. Here you will be having some options called as reports and dashboard settings section. Reports and dashboards. Go to the reports and dashboards. Here you will be having a small link called as reports and dashboard settings link. Okay, click on this reports and dashboard settings link. Here you will be having the confidential information disclaimer settings section. There is a section called as confidential information disclaimer settings section. In this one we have this option. Exclude disclaimer from report run pages and from printable view pages. If you want to remove this disclaimer information from the exporting the report option and from the printable view pages also, then at that time we can able to select this checkbox. Select the checkbox. I don't want to display the disclaimer information. Select this checkbox. Click on save. Now done. Let's go to your report right now. Open that report. Let's try to printable view. Click on printable view. Now we can see the printable view format of your report without disclaimer information. Let's see. Now we don't have any disclaimer information over here. Nothing is available. No disclaimer information. Previously it is showing like as copyrights 2002-2020 reserved by Salesforce.com. But we don't have the disclaimer information because we have eliminated that part. This is the way we can able to prevent the visibility of disclaimers or the copyright information inside your reports. Okay, now this is the way we are going to be creating a report which is of type table or format.
Excuse me, Feroz.
Yes.
So who will be creating this reports?
Administrator. Administrator or the developer will configure all these reports based on the application requirement. And the end user simply they will run the report, they will generate the data, they can see. That's it.
Okay, so end users here are the customers or the users?
Customers, end users, partners, those are the users of this application. Just those people will be having the possibility to run the report and they can see the data. That's it.
Then what can users do in terms of reports?
So now they can able to store, because for example, we have the banking application. For the banking application, we are the customers. We are the end users. Because I want that bank statement for my personal use. I want to apply for a bank. That's why I want to apply for a loan. Or I want to join some other company. There they want my last 3 months salary bank statement. So at that time I can submit wherever I need it. For that one, the people can able to generate that report. Just they can run the report. They can able to get the data. They can use for their personal uses.
Okay, so even the users will also have access, right? The 3 permissions.
Yes, because here they will be having the access of their data. Okay. They will run the report. That's it. They can't generate the report. They can't generate the report. Just they will run the report.
Okay, so every user will have their own reports.
Yes.
Okay.
Common reports will be there. Like for example, come to a general scenario. Assume that we are all having ICICI Bank accounts. In that one, you will be having a common format to generate the bank statement, right? Yes. That is not specific to me. That is specific to all the customers. Everybody can use whenever they need it. They can generate the bank statement for the last 2 years. They no need to visit my bank branch to generate the bank statement. They can do that bank statement. They can collect the bank statement through the application itself, okay, for the last 2 years. If they want more than 2 years before data, they have to visit my bank branch and they can able to, okay, make a request, and then our employees will generate the bank statement for them. Like that. They will be granting those reports permissions to the respective users. Suppose, for example, here I'm having two types of reports are there. One is banking related reports. Second one is finance related reports. Banking reports, I will be granting the permissions to only to the banking employees. Finance related reports, I will be granting the permission to only to the financial organization employees, not to the all. Okay, depends upon your requirement. We can able to create the reports and we can grant the permission to the respective people through the report folder permissions.
Okay.
Now, the next one, configure one more report. Use case. Now I want to get only those reports, okay, based on some specific conditions. As of now, we have collected all the records, but now I don't want all the records. I want only those accounts whose rating value is some hot. Whatever the customers are available, whose rating value is equals to hot, only those customers information I want. Then how can we do that? Now let's see practically. Configure a tabular report to fetch or to represent only hard rating customers data in the tabular format along with the grand total. So I want the customers report, but all the customers information I don't want. I want only those customers information whose rating value is equals to hot. That means I want to apply the condition based on a rating field so that we can go with that field filters. How can we apply the field filter? Now let's see. Field filter means what? We can able to add our own conditions also based on some specific fields. We can add the conditions. Not only on one field, we can add the conditions on multiple fields also. Like as rating equals to hot, industry equals to banking, annual revenue, so and so. Like that, we can able to add one or more filter conditions also according to the business requirement for that particular report. That possibility is available. So that upon creating the report, we can able to add one or more number of user different conditions also. That possibility is available by using field filter. How to add this field filter? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, so let's generate a new report. Click on this new report button. I want to select that account objects data. Select that account. Click on create. Now specify the columns whatever you want. I don't want account owner column. I don't want type right now here. Last activity, modified date, this date I don't want. Just you can report. Add the columns one by one, whatever you want. I want to display the account name, rating, and then industry I want to show it over here. Annual revenue I want to show it over here. And then type, and the ownership. I want to show the phone and fax, customer priority, and the active status. Now I want to generate the reports. I'm selecting the range as all time. Okay, all time data. That means all the records I would like to collect. When I run the report, how many records are visible over here? 14 records. In this one, when you observe this one, we are having that various types of customers are there. Some customers are having the rating value cold. Some customers are having the rating value hot. Some customers are having the rating value warm. Some customers doesn't have any rating values also. But I don't want all. I want only those customers whose rating is equals to hot. Then how can we customize? Click on customize button to go back to that customization of the report. You can add the required conditions. So add the filters. What exactly the filters here? You will be having the filter section is available. This is the filter section. Go to the filter section, click on add button to add a field filter. Or else just you will be having a small pick list is available beside the add. Expand this one, click on field filter. Once you click on field filter, your row has been added over here. Okay, a new row has been added. A new row has been added over here to specify the conditions. Now, based on what column you want to apply the condition, I want to apply the condition based on rating column. So select that column name as rating. I'm selecting that column name as rating. What is the condition? Rating equals to, you can select the operator. Rating equals to, select that option by using this lookup icon. Hot. Now, after that, click on OK button to filter this particular report. So now it is showing that 14 records. I want to apply this filter. So click on OK button. So now automatically it will filter it out. Now click on Run button. So now it is representing that these are the records are available. So instead of showing all the records, we can able to show only those records whose rating value is equals to hot. So we are able to get the 3 records inside my report over here. Only that hot rating reports, hot rating customers. And the rating value is hot always here. These are the 3 records are available which are having the rating value equals to hot. Okay, now this is how we can able to add the field filters inside your Salesforce instance.
Sir, what is the case if we have multiple field filters?
We can add multiple conditions also, no problem. Like, let me show you. For example, if you want to add some more conditions, then click on add button. One more row will be getting added. We can add some more conditions also. Depends upon your requirement. Active status equals to yes. Equals to yes. You can select this. Click on OK. It will apply. Now it is indicating that these are the account records are there whose rating value is equals to hot and whose active status equals to yes. Like that we can able to apply the conditions. If both the conditions are satisfied, it is going to be representing those records. Like whatever the way we are adding inside your workflows and the process builder, similar manner we are going to be adding the conditions here also inside the reports, nothing else. Same concept. Okay. Click on save that report. I'm saving this. Hot rating customers. I want to save this report inside my folder. 4-6 sales reports. Now click on save. My report has been saved successfully. When you click on my 4-6 sales reports, we can see these are the 2 reports which we have created. Now, the next two. Next one, take one more report. Now my requirement is I want to collect the records. Okay, I want to collect the records from my account object. I want to collect the records from my account object. Then how many records? Only 5 records I want. Okay, I want only 5 records, not more than that. How can we fetch? Configure a tabular report to represent to represent 5 active customer records in the tabular format. That means row limit filter I want to apply. Even though I may be having active status is equal to yes for multiple records also, I don't want. I want only 5. Okay, I want only 5 records. So in this case, what happened? I would like to collect only the 5 account records, okay, whose active status is equals to yes. So now, first of all, let me apply active status is equals to yes. How many records are there? Let me see first. And then I will apply that row limit filter. How to do that, we'll see. Now, let me create one more report. I'm going to be using this account object. Select that columns first. I don't want this owner column. Type last activity, last modified date, billing state, and all these things. I want to show the industry, annual revenue, type, ownership, phone and fax, customer priority, active status. I want to collect all-time data. I want to apply the condition active status is equals to yes. First of all, let me see. Go with that field filter, active status. Active status equals to yes. Now run the report. So now here it is going to be representing totally 12 records are available, 12 customers are there who are in active status. Okay, who are in active status. But I don't want all these customers information. I want only the first 5 customers. Then how can we fit it? Now let's click on customize. Now, if you want to apply this one, we can able to filter this information also. If you want to arrange this data, that means whatever the highest rating, highest annual revenue customers are there, 5 customers I want. I want to arrange this one starting in descending order, maximum to minimum. When you run this one, it will be indicating whatever the records are available. These are the customers are available who are having that highest revenue value customers. 5 customers I want. The first 5 I want, remaining I don't want. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5. Remaining I don't want here. These records I don't want. Then how can we fetch? For that one, I would like to add a filter over here. What is that filter now? Row limit filter. So I'm adding that row limit filter also. So now you will be having that row limit. So now how many records you want? Only 5. Okay. Sorted by based on what? Sorted by based on annual revenue in descending order. By arranging the records in descending order, we can able to fetch the first 5 records. Click on OK. Now click on run the report. It is fetching that first 5 records over here. Even though I'm having more number of records are available, whose active status is equals to yes. So we have totally 12 records are available, whose active status is equals to yes, but I don't want 12, I want only 5. What 5? The highest annual revenue customers 5 I want. That's what here I have filtered out that records, okay, by arranging the records based on the annual revenue column in the descending order, and then I'm collecting the first 5 records over here. Like that, here we can able to apply the conditions also, depends upon your application requirement. Now, let me save this report. I'm indicating courses top 5 active customers. Top 5 active customers report. I'm saving this report inside my folder, Forces Sales Report folder. Now click on save. My report has been saved. 3 reports we have created as of now. Now, let's see one more small use case to implement the to implement the cross-object filters. To implement the cross-object filters. These all are in the tabular reports only. These all are in the tabular reports only. In the tabular reports, we can apply these many number of filters. Now, the use case. Now let's see the practical part. Now, let's see how can we prepare one more tabular report which is used to apply the cross-object filters. Now, for example, let me explain a small use case. Assume that I have some objects are available, like as some account. In my account object, I'm having so many account records are there. I'm having so many accounts are available. So from these accounts, some accounts are having some related cases. Okay, some accounts are having some related cases. Like when you open this account, it is not having any related cases. When you come down, no related cases here. That means this customer they haven't raised any complaint as of now. Now, suppose for example, when you open this one, another customer, like some Burlington Textile Corporation of America. When you come down, this customer has raised 2 cases. Okay, this is the first case, this is the second case. 2 cases he has raised. That means 2 complaints he has raised as of now. Both the cases has been closed. Okay, it is indicating cases have been closed. Our service person has already closed. So I want these kind of customers. I want only those customers who has raised some cases. That means it has to collect that account record. It has to go to the case object. It has to verify whether this customer has any cases or not. Based on that, it has to fetch the data. It has to show me inside the report. Now, in this case, I want to configure a report. Configure a tabular report to represent all the customers who are associated with few cases. Here I'm applying that cross filters. Now, I want to apply the cross-object filters here. Then how can we apply the cross-object filters? Now let me explain practically in this case. Now, so let's go with that reports. Click on new report button. Select the object name as account because I want to collect the account object records to represent inside my report. Click on create. So specify the columns. What columns information you want to show inside the report. I don't want owner. I don't want type right now. Last activity, modified date, and billing state. I don't want. I want to show the account name, rating, and industry, and annual revenue, and the type, and the ownership, and the phone, and the fax, and the customer priority, and the active status. Now, so I have specified these columns. I would like to collect all the records by using all-time data. Now my requirement is here. Here totally how many records are there? 14 records are available here inside my object. From these 14 records, how many accounts are there which are associated few cases? Okay, from these customers, which customers has raised the cases as of now? I want to know. Now, in this case, let's go to that customize. Add that filter. What type of filter? Now expand this one. You will be having an option called as cross filters. Cross filters. Here you will be having the options. Account. I want only the accounts. What I want? With what? Okay, with or without. Two options will be available. With or without. Now with cases. That means whatever the accounts are available, whatever the customers are there who are associated with cases I want. Sometimes you can raise a question, sir, I want only those customers who haven't raised any cases, who did not raise any cases. At that time, you can select that option without. That's it, simple concept. All the options are ready-madely available in Salesforce. That's what most of the customers are preferring Salesforce implementations. Configuration is very, very simple. Just you have to aware of that navigation. That's it. How to use what options are available. Now. So now here in this case, I want only those customers which are associated few with cases. Now click on OK button, it will filter it out. When you run this report, it is indicating that these are the 9 customers are there who are associated with cases. Okay, these are the 9 customers are there who are associated with few case records. So that we can able to collect that information also. That's what it is indicating with symbol. It is going to be collecting. Okay, now for the customers which are associated with cases, like as some functions, like as union, it will be collecting that information. Now, let me save this report. Fourth is customers with cases. I'm saving this report inside my folder. Now click on save. This is the way we are going to be generating the reports in Salesforce, which is of type tabular. This is the tabular format of reports. Then, in tomorrow's session, we'll see the 3 more types of reports and the dashboard components. How to generate that summary reports, matrix reports, join the reports we'll see in tomorrow's session, and then we'll see the dashboard components also. Those are very, very simple types. We'll see practically, but summary reports are very, very important. There we can generate chart component also. I will show you that. So that tomorrow we'll be completing the reports and dashboards component. And day after tomorrow, I will take up that few small features of Salesforce. Like I would like to cover the topics like as field history tracking. How can we track the field history? And then we'll see the concept of dependent pick list also, how to make one field to be get dependent on another field. We'll see practically over there. Those concepts also we'll see. Okay. Thank you guys.